happy. I wasn't ready. We're heading to a place called Alisaida. We've left our little base, so this is it. We're back on the road. The road actually to Africa, to South Africa, starts now. Or at least it did 20 minutes ago. But we've packed up. The landy is full to the brim because we've got all the, we've got new rooms, we've got a bunch of stuff we want to use for the interior, and so yeah, it was pretty nerve-wracking. You know, the landy was stood for 2 months, and that's never nice. The wind was pretty bad. She got hit by a little hurricane while she was waiting for us. Yeah, we got the Moroccan visas. We went yesterday to Lisbon, and they asked us a couple of questions. We gave them some paper, and they said come back in 2 hours. So we were expecting it was going to take another week for them to process it, but they said come back in 2 hours. We went back, and they charged us a third of what they said, what we thought it was going to be, and they gave us multiple entry visas instead of single entries, and they gave us 3 months. So we were very happy with the back of the landy, with the interior. Some things we were very happy with. We were very happy with the bed, come storage here. We were happy with the top bed and that frame, and we were kind of happy with the seats and the storage there as well. What we were not happy about was our little kitchen unit, which was on the side here. We'd made it in the back of someone's garden in England. I know, we're freaking genius. And it was a little bit banana shaped, and it was very ugly, and the doors didn't stay closed, and the drawers flew open, and it was just a nightmare. I hated it. And so finally we got that out, and we fixed it. We made a new system, and we've almost finished with it, and it looks fantastic. It's going to be very practical as well. Then what Louisa's in charge of is our electrical box over there. She's making a little box to cover that. She's making sure the wiring is done right. Also making sure that we can plug into land power without having to have an extension cable and everything out the back here. We just want a cable going out the side and then off to the power. And then we have our multiple points. She's making storage boxes at the back here for things like shoes, toiletries, toilet paper, and little light stuff. They can sit at the back here, vegetables, and it's not going to put too much weight on the back, but at least it'll be out of the way, and we won't have things like watermelons running up and down the passages all the time. The jerry can in the back here, lifesaver. That's our water system. It's going to be so low tech, it's not even funny. So we've got our water tanks there. We're going to fill up. Where we have a good water source, we'll fill those directly. If we have a bad water source, what we'll do is we'll filter the water through the lifesaver jerry can and fill the 2 big tanks. It'll take a while, but we'll have a beer while we're doing it. And then we're going to keep that here. We're going to keep that here at the back for daily use. So I'm going to make a strap so it sits nicely in the corner. And then pump. You've got your drinking water on the go. Cooking and drinking. So no fuss. Simple. What else can I tell you? Louisa has bought us a toilet. Have you bought it?
Yes.
Yes, she's bought us a toilet. So we'll still be in the forest. We'll still be doing our business on the beaches. Don't worry, we're not getting soft. But we do have kids, and you know, for years now it's really bugged me, this thing of using public toilets. I hate it, you know. So at least now we'll have a little toilet that goes in the back here, and when we need to, we do our business. It's a cartridge toilet. We'll have to empty out as we go, but no chemicals. A little bit of chemicals, but nothing too serious. What we've also done is we're going to have a shower curtain that goes all the way around here. Very simple. And the lifesaver jerry can comes with a shower spout. So what we can do is close the in front there, and we'll have our privacy. Put the thing here. We have our little toilet, and then we can have a little shower. And everyone can do that in the morning. Have a bit of time, a bit of privacy. Get washed, get cleaned, and low tech. We don't need any electricity to do that, and we'll have the fresh filtered water straight from the jerry can. And The truth of the matter is you only need about 2 liters of water to have a shower. Half a liter to wet, and you can wet your body with half a liter of water, and then soap up, and then 1.5 liters to rinse. If you're washing your hair, then you obviously need a bit more. And well, so we're very excited with that. Finally got the number plate bolted on so nobody can steal it. We've got our Portuguese A2A, can they see it? Our Portuguese A2A decals up here. We're going to be adding stickers on the sides of the Landy, but we'll show you the stickers now. What else must I talk about?
Solar, we're putting the...
On the roof, we've already got one Flexo Power solar panel. We're putting another Flexo Power solar panel up there. And that will give us all the power we need for the work, for etc. Yeah, heading down into Africa, I'm not worried about not having sunshine. Unless we hit the rainy season, but then it's a good thing. We've got mud terrain tires. And I believe we're going to be spending a lot more time in campsites in Africa than we have been in Europe and in North America. So the little kitchen area that we had, it was a pain in the butt, like I was saying earlier. So what we did is we rebuilt it. Basically what it's made out of is an aluminium tube frame, which is held together with these connectors. And these connectors, we got them from South Africa. They're much cheaper there than in Europe. And they're very, very strong. We had a similar product, not exactly the same, but a similar product called Connected. We did the frame on our original 130, the double cab. We did the load area at the back. And those lasted 8 years, that frame lasted. And we never had, not even one breakage on these connectors. But they were a little bit different to these. These got a different design. But yeah, anyway, it makes it a lot easier to just make tubular frames. So for your interior furniture and stuff, is a very good way to go. No welding needed. So we rebuilt the outside facade. Before it had 2 doors and it had drawers. But the problem is the drawers had to be independently latched and they would slide open if they weren't latched properly, and which is a nightmare when you're off-roading. So now it's one door here with a shelf inside. I'll show you photos later. Shout out to John Costage for the little Land Rover. Our gas tank goes in there, an 11 kg gas tank. So we only need to refill once every 6 months because we braai all the time, barbecue, we make a lot of fires. So 11 kg in there, we don't have refilling issues. In here, in this drawer would be, and this cupboard would be the bottom of the sink and also groceries. And then I'm very proud of this drawer system. It works just on rails, on angles. It slides in and slides out. There's no bearings to get broken or dirty and full of moisture. So it's just simple drawers that slide out. One for cutlery, one for glasses and porcelain mugs because we're fancy. And then the nice big bottom one, which is going to be plates, bowls, cutlery, Tupperware, maybe some pots, maybe some pans. We can even stuff a small child in there if we really need to. So that's good. Then the old Snowmaster fridge that lives there, and we've got some really nice bracketing to hold it in place now, and some strapping so it's not going to be bouncing on the bad roads. The water supply is pumped to here from the front. So that's the house water when we're not using the jerry can for washing dishes, etc. This is also quite a long hose, and we can stick it out the window for showers. If we're on the beach, etc., we're not going to take our pants off. We can have a quick shower with that. And then a soap dispenser, which is broken, which needs to be replaced. Our little cooker, it's ugly, but it's charming. It's kind of like me. And 2 burner, and it's a good size. So that's it. And I think the total weight of this without the fridge and all the stuff inside is probably in the region of what, 30 kilograms? If 20, between about 25 kgs. So it's not hugely heavy. Then you add the fridge with all the groceries, and you get all of Louise's stuff, and it starts to weigh a little bit more. But it's got a balance. So this is going to be pretty much the same weight as the other area, which has got all of our clothing, all of our storage, and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, so happy with this, and I'm going to put it in now and take some photos to show you what it looks like. So we're at our friend Sergio's house in central Portugal, near Lisbon, and we just stopped for a week to get the landy ready before we headed out to Morocco. So one of the jobs I'm doing is putting in these Klim airflow thingies from Biermak. Because when we're driving, if the wind's at the wrong direction, it gets in like straight in my eye, and then literally for hundreds of kilometers of burning eyes. There is the new improved cupboards. 10,000 times better than it was before. Oh, and I want to show you something very interesting. So I was talking to you earlier about those air deflectors from Klim Air. So there they are, nice looking pieces of kit, and they let you just clip in. You don't even need the screw or anything, it just goes straight into the recess of the window. But this is the booklet that comes with it. It's a 60-page, 50-page booklet full of numbers. It's absolutely packed with numbers and words and more numbers. And this is the Kraftfahrt Bundesmat, Federal Motor Transport Authority of Germany, type approval for the Klimair. So this is the booklet that comes with that piece of plastic to say it's been approved. Alright? And then this are the instructions for fitment. Germany, what are you doing? What are you doing, Germany? You are being too German. Wouldn't you agree, Keelan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Way too German.
Germany, what are you doing? But of course, it's an excellent product, and it's approved. Right. So, for years now, we've been running odd-shaped tires. So we started off with a 32-inch BF Goodrich tire, and that was great. That took us around southern East Africa and back down. We used those all around Brazil and down towards Patagonia. But load range C, they weren't really up to the job and they burst. First one, then the other. If you read Will Be Free, you'll know the story. It's pretty funny, and you'll know that someone behind the camera had a lot to do with it. Then we took the advice of the gurus and we swapped to a 750/16. POS tires, hated them. Tubed, untubed, punches, couldn't go on a beach. They were just Mari biscuits. They were just skinny little biscuits, horrible, ugly things. I couldn't look at the Land Rover for almost 2 years. Then we got up to Colombia and we swapped. We went to the other extreme and we went 33 12.5 R15. So we had those big fat tires, which was great. Wonderful tires. Great stability, and it felt really good driving. Off-roading, sand. You hardly even needed to air down. They were just fantastic. But we were chewing through a lot of fuel, and the load range was quite low. Load range C again. So, getting ready for Africa, we were chatting to our friend Billy Creech, and he said, General Grabber X3s. Never tried them. Tried other General Tire products. So I decided to be sensible and go for the 285/75 R16, and I loved it. They look fantastic. They look just the right size for the land. They're taller than the 33-inch tires and an inch or so narrower, but like any woman will tell you, a couple of inches makes a big difference. And it looks a bit different, but also I've got a bit of rubbing on full turn, so I think we're going to invest in some spacers, just bring them out a little bit, give our footprint a little bit wider out. I'm loving them so far. Quiet, nimble to drive, and this is all on the road. Great road manners. I had to stop, do an emergency stop because two old people just decided to run into the road, because you know what old people do, they just run. And I hit the brakes and they acted fantastically. It was great. And now that I've put a new steering damper, I don't have the shudder when I go around the corners. Anyway, so that's the tires. Very happy. Can't wait to have a good look at them. And thanks, Billy, for sorting us out. That's pretty cool.
Keelan, just say go. It's our last day in Europe for a while. It's been almost 2 years, and I think we're all pretty emotional about it, hey guys?
Yeah.
It's been an absolutely fantastic time, and we just want to say thank you so much to all the people that we've met that have taken such great care of us and have welcomed us into their homes and have just shown us so much generosity and even made it possible for us to come here by giving us invitation letters. So yeah, you guys, I really appreciate your help. Without you guys, we would never have even been here. But you can see we came in legally, we stayed legally, and we're leaving legally. So we're good people. Right, so now we were just with my stepsister, who I haven't seen in 20 years, and she's absolutely wonderful, her and her husband Yanni, and we're going to make sure we're going to see them again as soon as possible. Now we're headed, so the real Rock of Gibraltar is just over there. Fun facts, shit you didn't know about Gibraltar. It's a British territory, you probably knew that. What you didn't know is there's a town here called La Linea, and this town is supposed to be one of the most dangerous towns in the world, one of the poorest. And the reason for that is you have these guys coming with speedboats trying to drop off heroin and other drugs on the coast. So the cops are going up and down, and we actually got to see the cops chasing some guys in speedboats. So that's it. So today we're going to the ferry, Morocco. We're looking forward to it. We don't really have a huge plan. So to you guys know, I'm not going to talk for too long because I irritate myself. The limitation we have, the problem we have is that Louisa doesn't have a new South African passport. We can get as far as Senegal before the wheels come off and we can't go any further. So we're going to be in Morocco trying to organize our Louisa's passport, which can take up to a year, 6 months to a year from South Africa. So we're going to have to throw some money at someone and see if it sticks and they can send us the passport. So hold thumbs for us. So we might be in Morocco for a while. So let's get there. We've got the visas. We've got everything we need. The ferry's booked. Now we're just going to get over there. And I hate ferries, but off we go. Excited, guys?
Yeah.
Yay! And that's it. Arrivederci. Thank you, Europe. We love you.